fighting outlaws who are bent upon destroying Mexican independence, while Bill Tolliver tries a dangerous plan. Disguising himself as President Juarez of Mexico, whom the raiders want to capture, Bill baits a trap for their leader. At first, the trick seems to be working.
Carol's a trap. That's why we got her.
Hold it. Hold your fire. You might hit the señorita.
Déjate mi consuelo.
Come on, Missouri, let's ride.
To kill the señorita.
Don't worry about that. They'll take her to headquarters.
Va, a los caballos, vamos a seguirlos. Venga.
Tolliver. Put him to work, Slater.
I don't know any Kincaid. I don't know any hideout. I just joined up with this crowd.
You gonna speak up, or do I drag it out of you?
Hold it. I'll tell you.
You better make it quick.
You pick up the...
Bullseye. That was a bullseye, too.
Disappeared like prairie dogs in 1,000 holes.
What happened to him?
If we knew that, we'd know where to find Kincaid.
Well, how about us standing out and combing these rocks?
We like looking for a needle in a haystack at night.
But what are we to do? General Garcia is bringing the guns and ammunition for President Juarez. We were to meet him at Devil's Pass early in the morning.
Garcia?
Si, senor.
Now I'm beginning to understand why Kincaid took Consuelo. You'd better meet him there, Jose. You and your men will be needed if there's trouble.
But the senorita?
The only way to help her is find Kincaid's hideout. Missouri and I'll hole in somewhere for tonight and get a fresh start at sunup.
Wait, come here, Captain. Only a sparrow, boy.
Nice place to settle down and starve.
You aren't afraid to sleep in a ghost town, are you, Missouri?
Me afraid of ghosts? For 40 years, man and boy, I've never seen a ghost I'm afraid of. Ghost, Captain, ghost! I'll bet that's Kincaid and his gang in there. Come out or we'll shoot. Come on up, everybody. Drinks for the house, bartender, and see what the boys in the back room will have.
Pick yourself a spot, Missouri. We need some sleep.
Cancel that order. Eight ball.
Garcia's coming through, but we don't know which route he's going to use. He can travel by Hunter's Pass, there. San Marcos Pass here, or by Devil's Pass, there. We've got to find out which way he's coming because we haven't enough men to cover all three.
How are you going to do it?
We have Consuelo Ramirez a prisoner. Does that suggest a solution?
I believe it does.
If she thought we knew exactly where to attack Garcia, and if she were turned loose, just what do you figure she'd do?
I'm beginning to understand. Where are we going to start to pick up that trail?
Out where we lost the raiders last night.
Man, that's sure good bait.
All right, Ben. Mullins and Taggart are taking the Ramirez girl out so she can make her getaway. Which way she'll go is anybody to guess. So keep your eyes open.
No, you're wrong. Everything is all set. We're jumping the ammunition train in a couple of hours. The chief got a tip which we're using.
Then we won't have to waste no time looking for him.
No. It'll be like shooting fish in a wash tub.
Juarez will sure be disappointed when he don't get those guns.
Come on, you're going with us.
Might as well start up that way.
Better turn back. Can't find hide nor hair of.
Now, we better look a little farther.
You go on ahead with her. I'm going to tighten the cinch on my saddle.
Straight for Devil's Pass. You all know the method of attack. Butler, veer off. Take the east rim. We'll take the west.
You were right about not finding a needle in a haystack. Can't even find a haystack. What's the matter?
A bunch of horsemen have passed since we were here.
Maybe a posse.
I don't hardly think so. Probably Kincaid's men.
Well, what are we waiting for?
Nothing.
Make you turn back now. We'll get to make sense here. In the rocks and take cover. Consuelo, come with me.
chance to get that cannon loaded. Has the cause of Mexican liberty been lost? Don't fail to see When the Devil Drives, Chapter 8 in the Valley of Vanishing Men, at this theater next week. Bill Tolliver, undercover American agent, is trying to smash a raider gang which kidnapped his father. When the raiders attack an ammunition train carrying vital supplies to Juarez's army, Bill and his pal, Missouri Benson, go into action.
Which wagon is the ammunition in?
That one.
Chance to get that cannon loaded.
Like a clean sweep, Captain.
Almost. We didn't save much.
Things are not as bad as you think. I took the precaution of sending most of the supplies by another route.
Lucky you did.
We should go back and wipe them out. Oh, we can't afford to take any more chances with that cannon. We've lost enough men already.
There's no way of my telling where the raiders took me, but I'm sure it was underground.
And they called someone Tolliver?
At first I thought it might be you. It must have been your father.
I'm sure it was. Well, I guess it's safe for you folks to get underway again. Missouri and I'll ride along for a spell, just in case.
Yeah, just in case. Seems like we've been living for days on nothing but food and water.
Nosotros seguiremos nuestro camino.
Sí, mi general. ¡A los caballos! ¡A emprender la jornada! ¡Vamos!
Is there any way you can check on this fellow Engler and find out why he's dealing with Kincaid?
I look into it when I get to Paso del Norte.
Fine.
We can count on your cattle to supply our army with beef.
Of course, General.
Adios, my friend.
¡Escolten el carro!
Right on, fellow. Come on, Missouri. We've got business in town.
Say, Captain, did it ever strike you I'd make a good bullfighter? But I tell you, Captain, I think it's a wild goose chase.
It's the only way to do it, Missouri. I want you to sit up on that hill until you get a flash of the heliograph from town. When you spot its location, we'll land Kincaid's tip-off.
But supposing he don't send no signal?
When I get through with what I've got in mind, whoever it is will be flashing a signal in a hurry. Now, go ahead.
Ain't we going to eat first?
No?
Not even a little steak smothered in lamb chops?
No? Get going.
Hello, Bill.
How are you, Luke?
Sorry I arrested you the last time you were here.
Ah, that's all right. Forget it. Got a little favor I'd like to ask of you.
Name it, so long as it ain't another posse.
Nothing like that. If you can get all the boys in town together, I've got some good news I'd like to give them.
Sure, I'll round them up. Won't take 5 minutes.
Gentlemen, I've had the marshal call you together because I thought you'd like to know the Canyon City reign of terror is about over.
Well, that's glad to hear that.
The mysterious disappearance of my father and the other folks that have vanished from this solved.
Fine.
That's not all. I know the man responsible and where he is.
Who is it? Where is he?
That's all I want to know is where.
I can't tell you that, Luke. I'll have to pass that on to Major Roberts at the fort. I'm heading there just as soon as Missouri gets in from our cabin with the proof. I'll report here after the cavalry rounds them up.
Well, that's fine. Good luck. Good luck to you, Bill.
Takes a lot of nerve to work the way you have, Tolliver. Congratulations.
Thanks, Cole.
How about a little...
No, thanks. I'm going to get a bite of grub while I wait for Missouri.
wait for the answer.
Word from Cole.
Bill Tolliver's in town. He's telling everybody he knows who you are and where the hideout is. He's going to Fort Braxton to get troops to raid it.
It has to stop.
Flash this to Cole. Get Tolliver and bring him here. Butler, Slater, and Taggart are on their way into town now. Use them.
What'd you find out?
Sure as a flash of signals, and it comes from the roof of one of them 3 buildings.
I'll take a look. You better move here on front. I don't know where I'll wind up.
Doggone it, the captain ain't half monkey. Wild Bill. He's heading for Cole's roof.
We've got to get him before he finds out what's there.
Why not finish this one?
What are you doing poking around my place?
Just been looking over the signal gadget on your roof. I believe they call it a heliograph. Mighty interesting, Cole.
What would a heliograph be doing on the roof?
It's your roof. I don't suppose you know a thing about it. Nor this either.
murder's been solved, fail to see the traitor's shroud. Chapter 9 of The Valley of Vanishing Men at this theater next week. Bill Tolliver moves against a gang of raiders who kidnapped his father and made slaves of peaceful citizens. He exposes the outlaw's tip-off man in Canyon City, Harvey Cole. Fleeing for his life, Cole is pursued and overtaken by Bill.
Yeah, but Tolliver ain't. Well, it soon will be.
Wipe him out. Poor man.
Let's get out of here. He's got a pocket.
remodeled his store.
Yeah. It's cold.
Now, most of you men were at the meeting when I said I knew where the Raiders' hideout was.
Yeah?
I knew one of the men at that meeting was the Raiders' go-between in town, so I set a trap for him. Harvey Cole was the man who walked into that trap.
It's kind of a serious charge to make against Cole when he ain't here to defend himself.
Cole is dead. You'll find him at the bottom of Black Canyon. He crashed with his wagon.
Can you prove anything on him?
On the roof, you'll find a heliograph that Cole used to keep in touch with the Raiders. When I said I was ready to close in, he made the mistake of flashing a warning to them. You better take a look, Marshal. Up the ladder.
Bill is right, Marshal. I've seen things like this before. Cole was the man.
Well, what's the play?
It's time for a showdown, Luke. Bill knows where the Raiders are. Get every able-bodied man in town and let's clean them up once and for all.
No, it won't work. The posse failed once. What we need is a lot of men. And the only place to get them is Fort Braxton. I'm taking all the evidence I have to Major Roberts.
Well, a powwow.
Yeah, we got here just in time. Looks like Major Roberts finally got the Indians to make peace with him. Maybe now he can do something about the men who vanished from the valley.
Tall is a wise chief. From now on, the red man and his white brother will live in peace. Wild Bill Tolliver, I'm certainly glad to see you.
Glad to see you, Major.
Howdy, Luke. Howdy, Missouri.
Looks like you've got the end in trouble, Dick.
Yes, it's all over. Now we can give some time and attention to your trouble. What's the situation?
Kincaid is still on the loose.
Come inside and give me the details.
Just a minute, buddy. We got a little unfinished business to tend to. No, with my dice.
At last, I'm against Kincaid. Take a look at this.
Cole, have made deal for surplus guns and ammunition from Army Supply Depot. They will be turned over to Kay as soon as gold reaches Santa Fe. Signed, Torrance. Where'd you get this?
From Harvey Cole's store in Canyon City. Cole was Kincaid's agent in town. He used the heliograph to send messages. But we won't be bothered with him anymore.
You never suspected Cole of anything like that.
Well, judging from this note, the Army, in selling its surplus equipment to Torrance, was playing right into the Raiders' hands without knowing it.
They must take this Torrance for a legitimate trader. Stacy, Kincaid's plotting trouble with those guns. It looks to me like this is Army business.
You bet it is. I'm sending a rider to the Army post at Santa Fe with this information. Maybe it's not too late for them to stop Torrance. Then we can get on with the business of wiping out Kincaid. That is, if he's the man we're after.
He's the man, all right. His hideout is somewhere in the valley. It'll take a little time to ferret him out, though, even with your cavalry. What we need are some good trackers. The Indians.
Say, with Indian trackers, it would be much easier.
What? Let's have a talk with the chief.
Oh, Chief. Chief Tall Tree, this is my friend, Wild Bill Tolliver. We need your help.
Can't even win with my own dice. No, you owe me $40.
You go to Key. Many trackers will come back with you before we go north to our village.
Thanks, Chief.
Ain't no use of all of us going, Tolliver. I've got plenty to do in Canyon City, making sure there ain't no more spies there.
You're right, Luke. I'll be glad to ride with you, Chief. You go ahead, I'll catch up.
30-40. Better luck next time, buddy.
Good luck, Bill. We'll be ready for action when you get back.
Thanks, Major. Hey, what are you grinning about?
I just won $40.
Confederate money.
Was a low-down, double-crossing snake in the grass. You just can't trust a Yankee.
I don't know why you should kick. The last time you were here, you gave it to him.
Gave it to him. I kept my lost it to him fair and square.
Uh-huh. I'm riding with Chief Talltree to get trackers. You go with Luke to Canyon City to look for spies.
When are we going to eat?
When you get back together.
What are we looking for, Luke?
I've lost my keys. I must have left them in Robert's office. I've got to go back and get them. You ride on ahead. I'll catch up with you. The Empire. Gotta see Kincaid right away.
All right, come on.
What are you doing here, Luke? I told you to keep away from this place.
I had to come here. You know about Cole.
Yeah?
I just left Fort Braxton. The Indians have signed a peace treaty with Roberts, and he's calling off the troops.
Well, what about it?
Plenty. Now that there's no more Indian trouble, Roberts will have the soldiers to comb these hills, and he'll wipe you out. Furthermore, Tolliver's on his way to Tall Tree's camp to pick up trackers.
We won't do any worrying about the soldiers.
You ain't going to clear out, are you?
No. And with a little encouragement, the Indians can be persuaded to go back on the warpath.
Many Eyes and other braves come back to White Man's Town with me.
Many Eyes understand. Him my best trailer. Find trail you want. Him go now tell braves to make ready for journey. Wapaka. White man, red man, now brother.
You're glad there's no more trouble between my people and yours?
Take the warpath. Don't fail to see Death Strikes at 7, Chapter 10 of The Valley of Vanishing Men at this theater next week. Bill Tolliver, determined to crush a raider gang led by notorious Jonathan Kincaid, plans to use both the U.S. cavalry and Indian trackers to trail the raiders to their hideout. Warned of this, Kincaid orders an attack on the Indian village to sow enmity between the red men and white settlers.
White soldiers at port speak with crook tongue. While he talk peace, his brother takes warpath. Make a smoke talk with Fighting Bear at Lodge of Many Nations. All Indian to take warpath against white man.
Wait! Tall Tree's anger has veiled his eyes. Men who raided camp were evil men, not soldiers. Tall Tree breaks the peace pipe he has smoked.
The pipe is already broken. Many of my men are dead. You shall be the first to pay. Knock out the collar.
Kincaid's men raided Tall Tree's camp. The Indians are stirred up again. Fighting Bear and all the tribes up north are taking the warpath with him.
Orderly. Tell Captain Foster to saddle up. The Indians are on a rampage, and we're riding to intercept them. Bill, it looks like our plans are knocked into a cocked hat. We're right where we started again. I've got to take care of the Indians before I can help you with Kincaid. You head into Canyon City and take care of him any way you can.
eye, Captain. I could do better with my old slingshot.
You were supposed to ride to town with Luke. What are you doing here?
Well, you see, Luke had to go back to the port for his jail keys. And I came on this far, and then I got to figuring. And you know, Captain, if you close your eyes, you can think better, and, well, I closed mine, and I might have dozed off.
So Luke rode back to the fort for his keys. Then where did he go?
Search me, I don't know. I was waiting, and like I said...
You might have dozed off.
Oh, Captain, where did Luke go?
Maybe to Canyon City and maybe not. That's what I'd like to find out. You know, Missouri, all the time I've been riding, I've been thinking. Whenever we've followed the raiders' tracks, we've always trailed them through Ghost Town. Then lost them in the rocks north of there.
What about it?
Ghost Town may be the key to the whole situation. I think I've got a scheme to smoke Kincaid out. Now, don't move from this spot. I'm going to Canyon City. When I get back, I might have some mighty important work for you to do. And be sure and don't move from this spot.
Reckon this spot's as good as any.
Oh, Mr. Hawker. Yeah? You walk down to the bank with me? More trouble? Not exactly, but I believe I can put a stop to all the trouble we've been having. I'm sure that Kincaid's hideout is within a 10-mile radius of Ghost Town and probably underground.
What's it going to get you? Drag people out of Canyon City with a big gold rush.
Folks tearing up the whole territory looking for gold, they're bound to turn up clues that'll help us force the raiders into the open. There's only one thing wrong with it. I'm putting folks in the spot I ought to be in myself. And Kincaid won't take this lying down.
I wouldn't worry about that, Bill. If the trick works, it means the end of killing and raiding. Maybe even the return of men who vanished from the valley. I'm for anything that'll do that.
Well, you can count on me, too.
Thanks. If we keep our eyes open, I'm sure everything will be all right.
Here's a gold nugget you asked for. Ought to be enough to suit your purpose.
Funny what people will do for gold.
I'm a curly wolf, and it's my night to howl. Come on up, everybody. I'm setting them up for the howl. Go! Why, go! Where'd you get this?
I found it.
Where? Let's go.
Way out.
Here.
Well, I'll tell you.
I was sitting under a shady tree, minding my own business, when up hopped a big jackrabbit. I took my old slingshot. I figured how good he's going to look in the frying pan. Took the shot and missed. And that jackrabbit just laughed at me. Then he turned around and started kicking dirt in my face.
Yes, I know all about jackrabbits, but when did you make this strike?
Well, my old mule Jericho, he didn't like that none. So he started kicking dirt at the jackrabbit. I watched them two kicking dirt at each other until the jackrabbit quit and looked at me with a sneer. So I took my slingshot, reached to the ground for a stone, looked at it, and what do you think?
Why?
It was a gold nugget, fresh kicked up. Well, it was only a few seconds, and I had a whole fork full. And here they are. So I claimed myself a
You
claim.
staked yourself a claim?
Yeah.
Yeah. And all right, come on. You don't have to be afraid to tell us as long as you stake your claim.
Yes, tell us. Come on. Well, you know where Ghost Town is?
Yeah.
Well, just the other side of that, up the hill.
Looks like the rush is on.
Say, what about another drink? Bar's closed.
Word. Moving the boat.
Excitement over a few gold nuggets.
Looks like it's been better for you to catch your gold strikes yourself.
Wouldn't be a bit surprised.
All right, set that behind the bar. Put him on top of
People are piling into town like flies after honey.
Here to sit on your claim, Missouri?
I'm going to sit on it. Don't know what might hatch out.
Looks like you're getting ready to open up shop.
More need for a newspaper here than there is in Canyon City. Most of the people moved here.
That's right. I got to see about getting me a jail, too. The whole excitement's going on around here. There's bound to be trouble sooner or later. Think I'll mosey on down and see if the old one's in working order.
Good idea.
I'll be seeing you, gents.
Everything working according to plan? Well, so far, so good. We've got to keep our eyes open, though, because Kincaid's bound to do something about this.
It's getting worse, Kincaid. Seems like all of Canyon City's moved over here.
Including Bill Tolliver in Missouri. As sure as the gold rush on, I saw the nuggets myself.
This is one of Wild Bill's tricks. We know there are no gold nuggets in this district. It's only gold-bearing quartz, and it's all underground.
If it's a trick, it's a good one, Kincaid. He has made it impossible for us to move.
Who says we can't move? Stubby have enough brains to move here with the rest of Canyon City?
Yeah, he's here.
And tell him to spread the news around that he's staging a grand opening at 6 o'clock at the casino, and that for the first star, the drinks will be on the house. I'll send the rest of the instructions later.
What good will that do?
Taggart, where does tunnel number 5 run?
To a room right under the old casino saloon.
Under the casino saloon.
That's no place for little boys. You might get sawdust in your eyes.
A few minutes and we'll be set.
Now remember, at exactly 7 o'clock.
all three, boys. Hey, come here.
Keep your eye on that clock. Sure. You know, it seems strange that Stubby should be passing out drinks over the bar free when he could be raking in a lot of money.
Sure does.
Maybe that's the tip-off we've been waiting for. Uh-oh. I'm going to follow him and see where he goes. You go in the saloon, see if there's any more of them.
Oh, but, Captain, you wouldn't want me to get sawdust in my eye.
Ain't got much time to cash in on this free poison. 11 minutes, that's all.
direction, Wild Bill. Just keep walking.
I'm going to look for Captain Bill.
Time's up. No, it ain't. 4 minutes to go yet. 10:01.
Will Kincaid be driven from his hideout? Don't fail to see Satan in the Saddle, Chapter 11 of The Valley of Vanishing Men at this theater next week. Working to destroy a gang of raiders who terrorize the countryside, Wild Bill Tolliver starts a fake gold rush to force them into the open. When Kincaid, leader of the outlaws, plans to blow up a saloon and kill the people who threaten his security, Bill fights his way out of a trap.
You're heading in the right direction, Wild Bill. Just keep walking.
Mexico, yes, that I was.
As I know. Where's Missouri? We both left before the trouble started. He must be around somewhere.
Where you been, Bill?
Looking for the raiders' hideout. I found it, too. Where? I'll show you. If we hurry, we might be able to get some of them.
All right, show it. Quit fooling, Tolliver. No gang could hide out in there.
This was here. Missouri.
I hope it didn't hurt you none, Captain.
No, you didn't hurt me any.
You know, I'm a wildcat and I get cornered.
What the Sam hell are you doing down here?
I saw some fella come out of that tool house up there, and I tried to backtrack him. When I heard someone coming, I reckoned you was raiders.
Some layout fixed up for eating. This is their headquarters, all right, Tolliver. And the gold rush made it impossible for them to use it anymore. So they blew up the casino bar, hoping to kill as many of as they could and scare the rest of you away.
Yeah, we don't scare that easy. We're staying till those rats are caught.
Suppose we look the rest of us over.
Can't. Everything up ahead is caved in.
Let's get out of here before the rest of it caves in.
All right, Luke, I guess there's nothing more here for us.
Help, Captain Bill, help! They got me!
Somebody's got a hold of me.
When a raider gets you, it won't be by the seat of the pants.
No, blowing up the saloon did us no good. Thanks to Bill Tolliver, everyone got out. Tomorrow, they'll be all over looking for gold.
In case you've got to get rid of them. How can you bring those guns in from Santa Fe with the entire district alive with gold-crazy lunatics?
We'll give them something besides gold to think about. Taggart, have every available man saddle up first thing in the morning. Take them out through the valley tunnel and raid every mining camp south of here.
Right.
Butler, you and your men ride with me. We'll clean out everyone to the north.
That'll take care of the miners. And what about Tolliver?
Luke will take care of him.
Sir, we're working separately today. I'm checking prospectors south of here to see if any of them found any sign of Kincaid's men.
What am I doing?
You glue yourself to that fellow, Luke. And don't let him out of your sight for a minute.
You figure he's one of the raiders?
There's plenty that points his way. Maybe you can find out for sure.
Luke,
glued to his back before I get through with him.
The trouble with mustard plasters, Missouri, is that you always know when one's sticking to you. Don't let him know you're following him.
I'm always in a mess. I guess it's because I was just born unlucky.
You're dead to rights, Luke. Get on your feet. Take those handcuffs out. I'll take the key. Get into him. I'll lock him. Pick up your hat. Get aboard your horse.
To the south.
Good. Get back to headquarters.
We spotted a herd of cattle moving southeast.
There's only one person that would send cattle in that direction. Consuelo Ramirez. She must be sending them to the Juarez army. Kincaid, you've got to stop them.
All right, we'll kill two birds with one stone. Taggart, you and your men stampede those cattle right through Ghost Town. That'll keep them out of Juarez's hands, and it'll drive the rest of those gold-chasing fools out of our territory.
Later, Butler, Mullins, go with Taggart.
Anger will pick up the prisoner.
Muy bien. This is a fine herd. Are you ready for the drive to Paso del Norte?
We just finished the roundup and are ready to start.
Good.
Jose, get them moving.
Adelante con las reses.
¡Vamos!
We've got to warn the people.
Won back Ghost Town? Don't fail to see The Mine of Missing Men, Chapter 12 of The Valley of Vanishing Men at this theater next week. Tolliver is fighting a gang of outlaws led by the renegade, Jonathan Kincaid. When the raiders stampede cattle toward Ghost Town to prevent the discovery of their hideout, Bill takes a hand. With Consuelo Ramirez, he races to give warning.
Help, Stampede!
They'll head for the home range. You'll have to round them up again, that's all.
Raiders shot up our camp. Still quiet. They raided other camps, too.
I'm tired of this place. Gold or no gold, I'm clearing out. Here goes.
Help somebody. Help.
What are you doing in there? You were supposed to trail loose.
He pulled a dirty, low-down trick on me, Captain, and locked me in.
But Captain, wait. Ain't you going to get me out of here?
Get yourself out, Missouri. The key's in the lock.
If you ain't the biggest jackass.
I don't know. I ain't so big.
Put the prisoners to work with the rest.
Go on.
Now, the cattle are scattered all over the valley. This fellow was ram-riding the drive.
What happened to you?
He had a run-in with Bill Tolliver. Came out second best as usual. You know, I'm beginning to like that fellow Tolliver.
Come on inside, all of you. Luke, get those cuffs filed off.
Garcia.
Well, the gentleman who turned his cannon loose on us.
It's a pity we missed you. The Emperor Maximilian will be pleased to see you.
Yes, when you go back to Mexico, you can take him with you.
That's right. Better get busy, Oliver.
Why isn't the furnace going?
Well, I just got back myself and found that old man Tolliver refused to mix the chemicals we need.
Tolliver, I've played along with you about as long as I'm going to. Now, you do what you're told.
For what, Mr. Kincaid?
Stay where you are.
Come on. Put him to work on the wheel.
How long will you keep him there?
Till they drop.
Luis and Garcia.
You must be able to ride in the morning.
Don't worry, he'll ride. With the prospectors chased out, things are breaking our way at last.
It's about time. And you'll get the guns and ammunition from Santa Fe.
Ed Torrance is bringing them through tonight.
The raiders captured General Garcia.
They will kill him.
I don't think so. He's worth more to them alive. Don't worry about the general. Missouri and I are heading for Ghost Town. Jose, I imagine the cattle's quieted down now, and you might start rounding them up.
Again.
Adios, Consuelo.
Adios, please. And truly.
What are we going to Ghost Town for?
Find out why Kincaid's so anxious to keep the place for himself. If we hurry, we can get there by dark.
I've been on a lot of wild goose chases, but this is my first wild ghost chase. Not a soul in sight.
That's the way Kincaid wants it. We'll cut around to the back and get into the building.
You'll meet Ed Torrance and the ammunition train at Taos Pass. Bring them in through the valley entrance. That's your identification, Torrance.
Why does it have to be me? Why couldn't Taggart?
Because you're still the marshal. The law acting as escort will look better in case you run into soldiers. They'll think it's a peaceful wagon train with new settlers.
Captain, why can't we look for Kincaid someplace where it ain't so dark? I got hit by a board.
Well, a board won't hurt you.
Maybe not, but this one had teeth in it.
I want you to keep your eyes out front. To search every nook and cranny in this town.
Oh, but Captain, I don't want to stay here alone. Why don't you just look in the nooks and let me take the cranny?
Drop that gun. Now get inside. Over there. It says Torrance. As per your recent request for a guide, I'm sending the bearer of this, our local marshal, Jed Luke. He's on our side and will bring you to headquarters, signed Kincaid. Torrance is the man who was dealing with Cole about those guns and ammunition from Santa Fe. Looks to me like the rider Major Roberts sent to stop him didn't get through. I'm going after that cargo of guns.
But how are you going to find it?
Well, coming from Santa Fe, it has to travel over the old Taos Road.
But that badge ain't going to fool nobody.
Luke wouldn't leave this note if Torrance knew him. Tie him up.